So किसने पूछा था? युवराज ने पूछा था. That's a good question actually. So Yuvraj, now you can see that when we talk about p orbital, see the structure of p orbital. It is a dumbbell shape. Whereas in D, you have two dumbbells coming up, and F, even more dumbbells are coming up, isn't it? So what's our understanding? Our understanding is when you talk about P, there are three possibilities, but in D, we are having 5 different options. Names are, you can see the names here: dx square, y square, dz, dxz. I think it is visible. Dxz, dz square, dyz, and dxy. Okay. So when you mention dx square, y square, listen to me very carefully. When you mention dx square, y square, what is meaning of it and what exactly this represents? Yes, please. So when you say dx square, y square, you can see that these lobes are along x and y axis. See the blue one? It's along x axis. So let's say this is my x axis. This is my y axis. Okay. Or let's say this is my y axis and this is my z axis. So lobes are like that along x and y. Ojas, be on time. Okay. Please be on time. Ojas has joined but late. Next. If you see dxz, dyz, and dxy, if you see these three, 1, 2, and 3, they are between the axis, not along the axis. So dxy, dyz, and dz are between the axis. Again, these things are not very important at this moment because you've just started out, right? So don't worry too much about this. When we come to F, what is the scenario for F? F is having how many members possible? 7 such members are possible, right? 7 such things are possible. As you can see, 7 options are possible, isn't it? So this is the key difference between D, F, S, P, D, F. These are different possibilities that we have plotted or drawn. Think it is clear? Next thing we talked about is principal quantum number. So principal quantum number is proposed by Bohr and denoted by N. And N is, in a way, it's a shell number, or we can say it is telling you about the distance from the nucleus, or it is also telling you about the energy of the system, right? Isn't it? So if N is more, that means you are away from the nucleus. Hence, the energy value will be higher and higher. Up to this, I hope everybody understood in the last class. Please type 7 in chat box. If up to this everything is fine and clear, type 7 in chat box quickly. यहाँ तक की बात सबको समझ में आती है? सभी को टाइप करना है यार. Quickly type. जिन्हें नहीं समझ में आती, they can type 8. जिसमें मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया चीज, you can type 8. Don't worry about the shape of F. Don't worry. Okay, we'll show you that as well. Fine. Next point. So after we understand this discussion, we are pretty much sure about what is meaning of principal quantum number. What does this denote? And how can we tell whether the principal quantum number is more, smaller, or bigger, right? Okay. Syed and Mahesh, please be on time. Please be on time, both of you, Syed and Mahesh. So we will keep this like enable waiting room settings on so that we can understand who's coming late. That's also very important. Anyways, so this part is clear, बच्चे? सभी को समझ में आ गई बात? चलिए. Then what we else learned after this? One line was the number of electrons in an orbit is represented by 2n square. Total, you can have 2n square number, as in if n is 1, 2 into 1 square, if n is 2, 2 into 2 square, if n is 3, 2 into 3 square, if n is 4, 2 into 4 square, on so on. This way we write the numbers, isn't it? This is the way to write the numbers. That is another understanding. Fine. With that understanding, for n equals 1, we have how many electrons? 2. For this 8, then 18, then 32, on so on. This is the way we mention these things. Correct? All right. What else we learned? We learned about angular momentum. When I say word angular momentum, this is about the movement of that electron. Remember, v velocity, r radius, mv r is upon 2 pi. So this Angular momentum is having a formula. Direct formula is important at this moment. MVR is NH upon 2 pi. You can use N, the same N, which we are talking about right now. I hope this is also fine and clear. What else we discussed after that? We talked about shell, subshell, orbit and orbital definition. Shell is cover, literal meaning is cover. And shell, I have given you a visualization of spherical shells. Remember? Spherical balls, one inside the other. That is spherical shell. We talked about orbit, that is trajectory of movement of electron in greatest circle in the given shell. So understand this part very clearly. Let's say this is a shell. Okay, this is a shell. Now in this shell, electronic movement can be in the greatest circle. That means which is having the maximum diameter. Devanshi, please be on time. Please be on time. I'm sorry, this is... Yeah. So can I say these can be the answers? Look at the possibilities. All of them can be possibilities, isn't it? Yes or no, bachcho? Ye baat samajh mein aa rahi? Is this clear? So there are different possibilities that you're going to draw like this. Fine. Can you take care of this part? All right. So this is the way we show electronic movement, and hence we can talk about, yeah. Nandini K, please be on time. Nandini, you're in grade 11th, right? You're here? Yes, fine. So this is the electronic movement that we are talking about. We talked about orbit, orbital, etc., and all other things. Fine. Then the next class, like last class also, we talked about azimuthal quantum number, which is also known as angular quantum number. It is represented by L and proposed by Sommerfeld. L. So what is the value of L and how it gives us things? So we talked about if any n is given, the value of L can take maximum number n minus 1. आपके पास अगर n given है तो L की maximum value क्या होगी? n minus 1. यानी कि 3 के लिए 2, 2 के लिए 1, 4 के लिए 3, 5 के लिए 4. Right? That's the maximum value. From where it will start? It will start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. like that. So for n equals 6, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For n equals 4, it is 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? Is it fine? Yes, scientist का नाम कोई नहीं पूछ रहा आपसे, युवराज. Don't spend your energy in useless things. Okay. Right. Next is n equals 7. Value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, on so on. Now come to this discussion. Spherical, dumbbell, double dumbbell, complex. These are the shapes which will be for the given subshell, or we can say subshell, not exactly subshell, rather orbital shape, which are kept inside the subshell table, or we can say subshell overview. Fine. Up to this, I hope everything is clear to everyone in this part. Next discussion was, okay, fine, you have understood what is N, what is L. How exactly these numbers are available, right? Why this is possible that we have 2 electrons here, 6 here, 10 here, 14 here. How these are coming in a given subshell. So idea is, if you have a P subshell, there are 3 orientations of P possible, Px, Py, and Pz. And based on those 3 orientations, each carrying 2 electrons, we get 6 electrons put together. If you talk about F subshell, I've shown you 7 possibilities. Based on those 7 possibilities, you have 7 into 2, that is 14 answered. If you talk about D subshell, you have 10 electrons because you have 5 possibilities. If you have S subshell, you have just 1 S orbital. So you have just 2 electrons can be kept, right? Now, one small discussion here is, I think one student asked this question also. Sir, what is orbital angular momentum? Okay. What is orbital angular momentum? When you say what is orbital angular momentum, basically what you are talking about, yeah, Atharva Jorvekar. Atharva, you are in grade 11th, right? Yes. So please be on time. Please be on time. Is it fine? Next point. So when you talk about 2, 6, 10, 14, where exactly this comes? It comes from number of orbitals and each carrying 2 electrons. When you talk about orbital angular momentum, this is called root of L into L plus 1 h upon 2 pi. Now, why it is root of L into L plus 1 h upon 2 pi? There is a lot of mathematics involved here. You should not worry about this at this moment. You should worry about the formula. The key formula is, if somebody asks you orbital angular momentum, you should know L into L plus 1 under root h upon 2 pi. H is Planck's constant, L is azimuthal quantum number, and L you can solve always. So if I give you a simple question that we have one 4s orbital, listen to me carefully. We have one 4s orbital. What will be the, we have one 4s orbital. What will be the value of orbital angular momentum? Is that clear? We have one 4s orbital. What will be the value of orbital angular momentum? Can you type in chat box? Many of you are typing 0. May I ask why is it 0? It is 0 because root of L into L plus 1 itself is 0 because L is 0 for it. In the last class, we have discussed wherever you have S, its L value is how much? 0. And if L is 0, everything is 0. Your answer becomes 0. Clear? So can I say for any S orbital, be it 4s, 3s, 2s, 1s, or 5s, the value of orbital angular momentum is going to be nil or 0. कितने बच्चों को बात समझ में आती है? जरा 5 टाइप कर देना फटाफट. सर ये क्लियर है बिल्कुल. Quickly 5 टाइप कर दें in chat box. Very good. Now let us see the next line written here. The number of electrons in subshell is 2 times 2l plus 1. ये क्या कहना चाहता है भाई? ये बोल रहा है number of electrons जो है वो 2 times 2l plus 1 के बराबर होंगे. Max number of electrons in a subshell. So how do you prove this thing? How do you prove this thing? Sana, please pay attention to the class. अभी board percentage उसका कितना है? इससे आपके नंबर थोड़ी बढ़ जाएंगे भाई. क्लास पे फोकस करिए. चैट बॉक्स को गॉसिप बॉक्स मत बनाए. ठीक है? चैट बॉक्स में जब क्वेश्चन पूछा है उसके लिए बस रखिए उसको. All right. Okay, great, wonderful. Vidisha, please be on time. So if let us suppose we are given, for instance, let's say 4p. अब 4p में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन आएंगे मेरे को कैसे पता? तो इसका एक फॉर्मूला बना दिया उन्होंने. बोला भाई 2 times 2l plus 1. 2 times 2l plus 1 कर लो, आंसर निकल के आ जाएगा. अब यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन उठता है कि यार हम निकालेंगे कैसे ये? So since it is p, what is the value of L? L is 1. 2 times 1 plus 1 is how much? 6. ये आपका हो गया 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. यानी इनके मुताबिक 4p can have maximum 6 electrons. Is it clear? 4p can have maximum 6 electrons. Is this point clear, बच्चों? 4p can have maximum 6 electrons. That is for sure. अब आप प्रूव कैसे करोगे ये चीज? आप बोलोगे यार 4p के अंदर में सबशेल में मेरे पास 3 रूम्स हैं. कौन कौन से? एक 4px होगा, एक 4py होगा, one will be 4pz, and all 3 of them are carrying 2, 2, 2, which will give you 6 electrons. I hope this point makes sense, right? So 2 times 12 plus 1 formula कहाँ से निकल के आया होगा? From where you get 2 times 12 plus 1? It is coming from the same understanding. For D, if you try to apply, for D it will be 2 times 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 10, and that is the number that we have. Fine. कोई बहुत बड़ी बात तो नहीं बता दी इसमें. आसान सी बात है. For a given value of n, the total values of L is always equal to the value of n. यानी कि L की given values अगर आप निकालना चाहते हो total values, तो जितनी value n की है उतनी ही values L की होंगी numbers में. इसका मतलब क्या कहना चाहते हैं? So read this point, and this we have discussed earlier. If you talk about n equals 7, so how many options you are developing for 7? 7 options, of course. If you're saying n equals, let's say, in this example, n equals 4. So how many options you have developed? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 options. If we say n equals 5, options are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 to n minus 1 is the number. How many options? Options also you can consider and count. I hope this part shall be very clear, right? The given value of n, the values of L is equal to the value of n. Everyone will have run a concept clarity poll quickly. to understand your concept clarity, and then we can talk about the other things. Yeah, is my screen visible to all of you? Yes or no? Please type 1 or 2. Yes. Okay, great. So please answer this query. We are running a concept clarity poll. Fine. 90%, यानी कि ओके वेरी गुड. कुछ 2-3 बच्चों को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कुछ दिक्कत आ रही है उनको. Rest all understood. Okay, very good. Very good. So I'll just share the results of the same and we'll be back after sharing. So you can ask doubt if you have any बच्चों. यहाँ पे कोई doubt है? Okay, Vaibhav. Can you explain again? Okay, fine. I'll try to explain once more. Yeah, Comedy, please ask your doubt. Yes.
Sir, like I am not able to understand what is meaning of subshell.
Okay, subshell means you are talking about collection of orbitals, right? If you say 4s, this is just one orbital of s is available. In 4p, there are 3 orientations we talked about yesterday. Remember, px, py, and
Yes,
pz.
sir.
So all
Yes.
3 put together will be part of 4p subshell, isn't it?
Okay.
So when I say 4p subshell, I'm not addressing just 4px. I'm saying 4px, 4py, 4pz. All 3 put together is called 4p subshell. If you say d subshell, that means that dxy, dyz, dzx, d square, y square, dz square. All 5 possibilities are considered. Is it clear? So what is subshell? Subshell is collection of orbitals, right? Based on the given discussions. And this is not having any physical meaning or significance at that matter, right? Hence it is more complicated also. But I think this is simple for you now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, beta. Very good. Chale, let's come back to the discussion once again quickly. So if this is clear to all of you, we'll proceed further and write on the heading magnetic quantum number. Please note down. Yeah, Vaibhav. Please note down from here. You will get the recordings also. You can discuss with me also after the class. Don't worry. Okay, Vidit. Vidit, tension मत लो, बस ध्यान से सुनो और समझते जाओ, सब समझ में आएगा. So magnetic quantum number denoted by small m. It gives number of permitted orientation of subshells. So this is a very important line actually. Number of permitted orientations of subshell, or we can say the given orbitals, right? And the value of m varies from minus L to plus L. This is written. Minus L से कहाँ तक जा रही है? Plus L तक जा रही है बच्चों value through 0. So if you say n is 5, L can be 0, 1, 2, 3. Clear? M can be 0. How about 1? So the value of m can be minus L to plus L. That is minus 1, 0, plus 1. How about value of 2? Minus 2, minus 1. How about value of 3? Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. How about value of 4? Can you type in chat box, everybody? बहुत ही बढ़िया युवराज. Minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. I think अभी समझ में आता है. So यार m की वैल्यूज कितनी हो रही हैं? जितने ओरिएंटेशंस हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल, if it is 5, L is 0, that means it is 5s. L is 1, that means it is 5p. L is 2 मतलब 5d and L is 3 means 5s. Fine. So with that logic, what is 4? It is like 5g. Had it been there any 5g, which is actually not, because we don't have sufficient number of atoms. So in that case, what's my answer? N equals 5. L0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the numbers or possibilities. L equals 0, M is 0. L equals 1, M is minus 1, 0, plus 1. L equals 2, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1. Right? All these numbers are clear. So it tells you about this, right? Is this whole part clear? Fine. And later we will talk about what is splitting. Like splitting is exactly is like you're talking about these spectral lines in magnetic field they split, and the name is Zeeman. We have talked about this name earlier also. So at the max they can ask a question: what is Zeeman and what is Stark? Stark is in electric field splitting of spectral lines, and this is in magnetic field like spectral lines are splitting. So try to understand what I want to pitch here is this is your s orbital, these are your p orbitals, these are your d orbitals, these are your f orbitals, and these are your g orbitals. Is it clear? Any question comes anywhere, you can always pitch these things and give the correct answer. So now come to the last one. Okay. Yeah, we have already discussed Bohr's model. Please refer in the last class also, last class. It was proposed by Goldstein and Lendab. That's not very important. Again, denoted by symbol small s. That's very important. The value of small s can be plus half and minus half. All right. It can be plus half and minus half. These are two numbers possible, which signifies the spin or rotation or direction of electron on its axis during the movement. Right. So when I say plus half or minus half, it are basically two different direction of rotation, respectively clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay. Sir, कौन सा clockwise होगा, कौन सा anti-clockwise होगा? It's up to you. You can take plus half, minus half, or minus half, plus half. It's up to you. But they're opposite orientation. Sir, what will happen if both of them of the same orientation are kept in the orbital? Think about it. अगर दो लोगों को जो एक जैसे अगर एक जगह पे छोड़ दिया तो क्या होगा? लड़ाई शुरू हो जाएगी. That's what. So if you keep both plus half, that is not possible. If you keep minus half, that is not possible. Hence, examinations have asked this question that this is the shape of orbital. What all things are possible out of these? Think about it. Your option can be more than one option also. Please try. Let me start a poll, and then in poll you answer. Many if you're marking B and D, if you're marking A also. See, clockwise and anti-clockwise are having values plus half and minus half. Their symbols can be like this. If one is like this, other will be opposite of this. Why opposite? Because showing the opposite spin. Fine. Now think about it. Which option makes more sense out of it? Out of all the options, which option makes maximum sense? Can I say these two same orientation? Not possible. This is possible. These two again same orientation. Both are down. Both are down. Not possible. One down, one up. Possible. One up, one down is possible. One down, one up is also possible. So my correct answer for this question would be which one? कौन सा लग रहा है सही आंसर? भाई अब तो बता दो कौन सा सही आंसर लग रहा है? B and D. Clear? Any confusion, बच्चों? Any problem in this issue? Any issues you can ask. Okay. Wonderful. So now come to the spin quantum number discussion. Its definition is, or its formula is coming from h/2 pi तो रहेगा ही रहेगा जो पहले था हर जगह था. If you remember, first one was nh/2 pi. Second was root of L into L per h/2 pi. Spin angular momentum is spin quantum will come in picture. That is root of s into s plus 1 h/2 pi. Maximum spin of an atom is half of the number of unpaired electrons. So if you can say, let's say there is one orbital, p orbital. Okay, or p subshell. In p subshell, you have, let's say, px, py, and pz orbitals. Now, how to discuss that? What will be the overall spins for these members? So, let's say the first one comes here. Later you learn one rule or law which is called Hull's rule. It says first you make unpaired and then later make it paired. Okay. So where is the first electron going? First is going. I'll again draw it. Okay. Just let me draw this again. And this time I'm going to write numbers there. Okay. See, the first member is coming, let's say here. So second member will go at this place. Third will go at this place. Fourth will come here. Fifth will come here. Sixth will come here. First you fill unpaired, then make them paired. Why are we doing this? इसको कुछ ऐसा समझ सकते हो, बहुत आसान तरीका बताता हूँ. आपने कभी किसी गेस्ट को इनवाइट किया घर पे, डिनर पे, लंच पे, कभी इनवाइट किया है? तो क्या ऐसा होता है कि आपके पास 3 गेस्ट हैं, आपने पहले गेस्ट को बोला भाई पूरा खाना खा लो, तब दूसरे गेस्ट का नंबर आएगा, फिर दूसरा जब पूरा खाना खा लेगा तो तीसरे गेस्ट का नंबर आएगा? ऐसा तो नहीं होता ना. कैसे करते हो? पहले इसको एक चपाती दी गई, देन नेक्स्ट को दी गई, देन नेक्स्ट को दी गई, then second, then third. Exactly the same thing is followed here in a way. So what you're doing is you're making first unpaired and then pairing up. Why are we doing this? Anyone who can answer on mic, please? You can request, I can give you the mic access. कौन बताएगा इसका आंसर? कॉमेडी बताइए.
Sir, I think it is because that every orbital should get one electron first, that no orbital should be empty.
Okay, why it should not be
Like-
empty? That's my question. You get the point? That's correct. That
Okay.
first it should go one electron, then the next should come after. But why first? Why not first and second together?
It will make it unstable, maybe.
How? That's correct answer actually. It will make it unstable. How?
So I don't know that.
Okay, no problem, beta. So you can say similar orientation will bring what? More repulsion. More repulsion means more, or we can say less stable. Okay. So repulsion is more. You can say energy will also increase. These are some fundamentals that you should know. Wherever repulsion is increasing, energy will also increase, and that will be less stable. कम स्टेबल होगा बच्चों, वो जो भी चीज बनाओगे कम स्टेबल होगी अगर आप उसकी एनर्जी बढ़ा देते हैं तो. आप ऐसे सिंपल एग्जांपल सोचो, जब आप फुटबॉल खेलते हो राइट, और फुटबॉल खेलते खेलते थक गया तो क्या होगा? आपकी एनर्जी कम होगी तो आप क्या हो गए? स्टेबल, एक जगह पे बैठ जाते हो शांति से, चलो बैठ जाते हैं, हो गया बहुत. इट्स द सेम थिंग. So energy is more, stability is less. Energy is less, stability is more. They are exactly opposite going, right? Fine. Filling समझ में आ गई. Electrons क्यों fill करते हैं? Plus और minus आपका मतलब समझ में आ गया. How do we fill electrons? पहले एक एक fill करेंगे, फिर दूसरे वाले पे आएंगे. Is it clear or not, everyone? So let me have quickly one small poll for your clarity of concept again. Try, please. सभी को समझ में आना चाहिए इस बार यार. Have you understood the concept? ऑलमोस्ट सभी लोग बता रहे हैं, बट एक दो बच्चे भी थोड़ा सा शाय हैं, नहीं बताना चाहते, नहीं बता पा रहे. कोई बात नहीं, कोई भी दिक्कत नहीं. चलिए, अब यार ये पूरा टेबल ध्यान से देखना और मेरी बात बहुत ध्यान से सुनना. आपने लिखा n equals 1, आपका l क्या हो गया? 0 हो सकता है. और अगर l 0 हुआ तो आपके पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है? 1s की. तो अगर l 0 है तो m भी क्या होगा बेटा? अरे l अगर 0 है तो m भी क्या होगा? 0 ही होगा, कोई ऑप्शन थोड़ी है. हाँ, अगर l 1 होता तो m क्या होता? -1, 0 एंड +1 होता. करेक्ट. Similarly, if it is n is 3, L is 0, then m is again 0. That means this is s orbital. Check करेगा जरा. जहां पर भी m 0, wherever m is 0, that means it is s orbital. Are you okay with this fact? Wherever m is 0, that is s orbital. Please confirm this fact. Type 1. समझ में आ रही मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Wherever m is 0, that means yes. Fine. So if this part is clear to you, how are we going to proceed further? Number of orbitals in the given subshell, you can just count and add, right? You're given 1s, 2s, 3s, right? You can simply say if it is s, that means the numbers will be 1, 1, 1 each. If it is 2p and 3p, the numbers will be 3 each. If it is d, the numbers will be 5, or f number will be 7. कितने बच्चों को बात समझ में आती है? जल्दी से बता दो. Yes, it is clear. Respond करते जाओ जल्दी से. Yes, very good. अब अगली देखिए टेबल. यहाँ पे और भी टर्म्स लेके आ रहे हैं. If it is 3, L is 2, तो क्या होगा? 3D. If it is 4, this is 0, this is 4s. If it is 4, it is 1, it is 4p. If it is 4, it is 2, it is 4d. If it is 4, it is 3, this is 4f. Clear? When it is 3d, then minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2 are values of m. When it is 4s, the value is 0. When it is 4p, the values are minus 1, 0, and plus 1, because 3 options होंगे. When it is 4d, the values are 5 values, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. When it is 4f, again you have 7 values. Fine. क्या ये पूरी बात समझ में आती है? ये चार्ट समझ में आता है सभी को? ये सब पढ़ चुके हो, एग्जाम्पल्स हैं. जस्ट हम एग्जाम्पल्स की बात कर रहे हैं. अभी किसी बच्चे ने बोला सर एग्जाम्पल्स कराएगा, ये सारे बेटा एग्जाम्पल्स में लाई करते हैं, राइट? इस तरीके के क्वेश्चंस आए हुए एग्जाम में. 4f के अंदर में होगा नहीं होगा, क्या वैल्यूज m की पॉसिबल है नहीं है. You can always answer such questions, but first conceptually is it clear or not? If yes, please type 10 in chat box. सारे बच्चे फटाफट 10 टाइप कर दो. सब मेरे को यहाँ तो समझ में आ गई सारी बात. Quickly. Yeah. Galaxy A30. बताइए. प्लीज बोलिए. आपका शायद गैलेक्सी A30 आपका शायद माइक कनेक्ट नहीं है. प्लीज माइक कनेक्ट कर लीजिए. ओके. या कॉमनली प्लीज टेल मी.
Sir, I am not able to understand, like, as you told, magnetic quantum number gives us the permitted orientation of subshells. Then -2, -1, these numbers, how will they give it? Give us?
-2, -1, -0, 1, 2. See, remember how many orbitals are there in D? We have shown initially in today's class. How many are there? Tell me.
No, 10.
No, no, orbitals बेटा. Orbitals कहाँ 10 दिखाए थे मैंने आपको? Orbitals, ये वाली बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. कितने तरीके से? Electrons 10 होते हैं ना? Orbitals कितने होते हैं? ये वाले. Look at this diagram. किधर गया? ये वाला. ये सारे D हैं. कितने D बने यहाँ पे? Count.
5.
5. 5 options है. सब में कितने
Yes,
electrons
sir.
जाएंगे? 2 each. Total कितने electrons होंगे? 10. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So D has 5 possibilities, not 10 possibilities. ठीक है? एक बच्चे को previous slide में देखना था कुछ. Yeah, check कर लीजिए. Saksham, I think you are talking about this slide. 1, 0, 1s. 2, 0, 2s. 2, 1, 2p. 3, 0, 3s. 3, 1, 3p. Wherever p is there, value of m is -1, 0, plus 1. Wherever d is there, value of m is -2, -1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. 5 values only. Wherever f is there, 7 values. -3, -2, -1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Can you complete this or not? So the number of orbitals in the subshell will be 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, C3, 3p. 3 possibilities. Okay? Any doubt in this? Any issues in this part? Yes, Anna. Sir, need to show PS of azimuthal quantum number. क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं आप? एक बार आइए माइक पे. Yes, Anna, बताइए.
Sir, I need to see the previous slide of azimuthal quantum number.
Okay. अभी आप वहीं पे हो. इधर हम लोग आगे चले गए. Anyways, yeah. ये वाला?
Sir, I actually missed some points.
ओके, प्लीज टेक। ये सब आपको पीडीएफ में देखते हो आप लोग कभी खोल के? सब आपको पीडीएफ में, वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग में सब मिलता है पूरा। उसको ओपन किया करो आप लोग, रेफर दैट, राइट? So we are giving you all feasible options where you can learn in the best way, right? अभी रिसेंटली आपको फिजिक्स की एक बुकलेट मिली होगी, if I'm not wrong। मिल गई कि नहीं मिली? मिल गई। अभी एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर की बुकलेट आपको मिलने वाली है, आज से कल तक में मैं दे दूंगा। तो देखो आपके पास सारे पोटेंशियल चीजें अवेलेबल करा दी हम लोगों ने। क्या क्या अवेलेबल कराया? एक अच्छा टीचर दिया, अच्छा का बेस्ट टीचर दिया आपको, ठीक है? आप पढ़ के देखना, इससे अच्छे टीचर नहीं है, एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करते दुनिया में। और अभी खुद की तारीफ नहीं कर रहे हम लोग, आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग द फैक्ट, यू कैन चेक। सेकंड, अच्छा कंटेंट दे रहे हैं आपको, बेस्ट कंटेंट। थर्ड, एक जो रेगुलरिटी है सेशन की वो मेंटेन रखी है हम लोगों ने। आपके पास मेंटर टीचर सपोर्ट के लिए टीचर्स आपके खुद के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में, जहां पे आप सीधे उनसे बात कर सकते हो, उनसे समझ सकते हो, सीख सकते हो। कहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम आई फंसे तो आप बता सकते हो। यार इतना तो हम लोग को नहीं मिला था जब हमने तैयारी की थी, तो सही बताओ। वी वर नॉट हैविंग, नो डाउट वी आर हैविंग गुड टीचर्स, रिस्पेक्ट दैट। बट जब बुक्स की बात आती है, मटेरियल कंटेंट की बात आती है, बहुत बार हम लोग को भटकना पड़ता था। कई कई बार तो बुक्स मिलती नहीं थी, इससे नोट्स ले लिए, उससे नोट्स ले लिए, पढ़ लिया। आप समझ रहे हैं? सो यू आर गेटिंग, आई थिंक, द बेस्ट सपोर्ट सिस्टम along with the best content and teachers। तो अब आपको करना क्या है? आपको ज्यादा दिमाग लगाना नहीं है। आपको सिंपल एक काम करना है, जो बताया जाए उसको फॉलो करते जाओ। क्लास मिस नहीं करनी है, क्लास पे ध्यान से सुनना है। छोटी क्लास होती है अपनी, बहुत लंबी तो क्लास, 4-4 5 घंटे की क्लास हम ले नहीं रहे। छोटी सी क्लास है, पूरे अटेंशन फोकस से टाइमली ज्वाइन करो, टाइमली बाहर जाओ, राइट? ये सब चीजें आपको करनी ही पड़ेंगी, और अगर पे कर गए, काम हो गया फिर। क्लियर है बच्चों? इस तरीके से अपने आप को आप प्रिपेयर करिए, इस तरीके से अपने आप को रेडी रखिए। मेरे को ये सारी चीजें इस तरीके से सॉल्व करते हुए आगे बढ़ते जाना, ठीक है? चलिए, आई होप सना ने नोट कर लिया होगा, एज मुतल, राइट। सो मैं यहाँ पे था, आगे बढ़ते हैं। शेप ऑफ एस ऑर्बिटल इज स्फेरिकल इन शेप, एज यू नो दिस इज स्फेरिकल इन शेप। सो यार शेप कैसा है इसका? स्फेरिकल, स्फीयर जैसा शेप है, आपने देखा। इसको कट करके दिखा दिया उन्होंने आधे से, ऐसे कैसा दिखेगा? S orbital L is 0, M is 0, and this has only one unidirectional orientation, that is the probability of finding electron is same in all direction। यार कोई स्फीयर दे दिया जाए आपको, तो स्फीयर में तो इलेक्ट्रॉन कहीं भी हो सकते हैं, isn't it? Within a sphere electrons can be in any direction, right? बिल्कुल फुल मार्क्स आएंगे केमिस्ट्री में यार, बिल्कुल आएंगे, ठीक है? गॉड ब्लेस यू। चलो, अब यहाँ पे अगली क्लास एक शुरू होने वाली है, सो इसको थोड़ा आप जल्दी से क्लोज करते हैं डिस्कशन को। कई सारे बच्चे वेटिंग रूम में वेट कर रहे हैं आपका। चलिए, now the probability of finding electron in same or all direction, right? That is clear. Very good, very good. Okay, any difficulty in this, any issues in this? Fine, कर पाओगे काम? So अभी मैं आज की क्लास को यहीं पे क्लोज करता हूँ। आप पूरा अच्छे से रिवाइज करना, पूरा बढ़िया से रिवाइज करो। We are giving you a one more booklet for atomic structure, right? एंड इसको अच्छे से पढ़ के रिवाइज करके रेडी रहिए, एंड देन इसमें हम लोग फर्दर डिस्कशंस करने वाले हैं, ठीक है? चलिए, आज की क्लास में थोड़ा सा मैं 5 मिनट पहले ही आपको फ्री कर रहा हूँ, ताकि 2-3 मिनट जो बचे उसमें हम डाउट फटाफट कर लें, और बच्चे भी आने वाले हैं। एनी डाउट्स यू कैन आस्क क्विकली। सो एक क्लास और प्रैक्टिस क्लास होगी, और ये टॉपिक हम क्लोज करके अगले टॉपिक पे चलेंगे। क्विकली आस्क फॉर डाउट्स इफ यू हैव एनी, एवरीवन, एनी डाउट्स, प्लीज आस्क। Yes, Saksham, you can ask.
सर वो ये जो ओरिएंटेशन था, जो क्लॉकवाइज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, वो उतना से समझ नहीं आया।
कोई बात नहीं, वो आगे आ रहा है बेटा। क्लॉकवाइज एंटी क्लॉकवाइज का मतलब होता है इलेक्ट्रॉन की मूवमेंट है, राइट? तो ऑर्बिटल में क्या है, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मूव करते हैं। सो क्लॉकवाइज या एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, दो तरीके से मूवमेंट होती है उसमें, ठीक है? इज इट क्लियर सक्षम? उसी को हम लोग प्लस हाफ और माइनस हाफ से डिनोट करते हैं, मूवमेंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन को इन अ गिवन ऑर्बिटल वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट। ओके बेटा, और कोई डाउट किसी का? क्विकली लास्ट 1 or 2 minutes क्लोज करते हैं फिर उसके बाद